Okay, so let's take it further. Let's examine how EI can be a possible solution for multiculturalism, because EI seems to be very promising, in developing cross-cultural competencies. So let's examine how AI or emotional intelligence could be possible a tool for solving the multiculturalism problems, and will build cross-cultural competencies. So we are going to discuss certain points like understanding the diversity problems, the essence of cultural understanding, and the key learning from our discussion, how culture can build up a worldview. Who am I? How do I know that I belong to a certain territorial group, a cultural group, a social groups? So then we will look into what is my current status of cultural intelligence, how I am aware about my culture, my cultural positions, how much knowledge I have regarding my own culture and other cultures, how do I value cultural differences, how do I embrace cultural similarities, how to create cultural competence, strategies for what are the strategies for enhancing cultural competence, and then we will conclude with some fruitful lessons and how AI could be an instrument to nurture cross-cultural competencies in organizations. So let's explore what do you need to establish to make this a safe place. Ability to pass or participate, respect of differing opinions, meet people where they are, use of I statement, all I questions are valid, I maintain confidentialities, I am a risk taking person, I always encourage risk taking in my class, have fun while learning. Is it possible to have fun and amusement in the classroom? How far I keep on doing it? So these are a few questions we keep on asking ourselves. But all these questions conveys what? What is missing in this? Let's explore. This is all about reflecting different perceptions, beliefs, attitude. When there are many people living in the same place, in the same classroom, interacting with each others, how do we embrace each others? Honoring diversity, the stand activity. Who are you? Where am I from? What is my identity? So if you look into and critically examine these slides, you will find various people from various countries, various dress patterns, various actions, various behaviors, different postures, different gestures, different thinking, different behaviors. So this is really creating a place for the whole world, a world of diversity. So the focus is, let's understand how one's worldview or biases or assumptions impact relationship with each others. When people from different cultures working each others, what are their behavior that impacting others in terms of their work performance, in terms of their promotions, in terms of their survivals, including co-workers, clients, and community stakeholders. We will also learn about the benefit of demonstrating culturally competent attitudes, behaviors in organizations. We will also explore the cultural competence continuum. We will examine the cultural quotient of each individual that will empower them, that will give a status, that will give an impression about their present status, what do they stand on their cultural quotient platform. This will also help us to discuss strategies for enhancing cultural competence, to improve relationships and perform better in the work settings. So what is the take home message? Let's label. Can we label that cultural competence is equivalent to relationship buildings? How cultural competence? So how cultural competence is equivalent to relationship building? There are ways and outs. Let's examine. Cultural competence determines at the individual level, organization level, and the whole system level. So when you talk about cultural competence at the individual level, how do you perceive the whole world? Get to know yourself, world views, what is your values and cultural identities, where do you stand in the in the world rating in terms of science technology, in terms of cultural comparisons, so in terms of economic development, in terms of happiness index. So you can better explore the uniqueness of others. Do you really like Americans? Do you really like Chinese? Do you really like Japanese? Then why there is a horse race going between who is superior, who is inferior? So when we compare each others and try to reflect our superiority instead of embracing and accommodating each others, probably that gives rise to our inability to understand each other's cultures, gives rise to or results in cultural conflicts. This cultural conflicts may be based on race, ethnicity, language, religion, etc., etc. So what is the fun having all this supremacy if the society is not in order? So who can counterbalance? So let's have some look at how organizations can suffer out of this setback of cultural competency. Get to know your community, tradition, culture, norms, practices, and beliefs. So as a person from a different culture, a different country, we often discuss these discrepancies in terms of expatriates manager. Today you are working in TCS in India, tomorrow you have been posted in United States. So you are not supposed to carry the Indian values to the workplace of America. You need to nurture, you need to get to know what is working better there. So that is the indication of your cross cultural competence, how to accommodate, how to adapt, how to cope with other cultures, what is your resilience potentialities, what is your adaptability capacities, what is your tolerance mechanism. So this also, the cultural competence pattern also takes care of the whole system. Say for examples, get to know your agency, culture, your mission. Say for examples like UNICEF, UNDP. So there are international agencies, they are working day night for the development of others across the globe. So who can be a better agent, international agent? A person who holds cross cultural competency, who is who is less rigid, more flexible to embrace other cultures. So he can be more effective in his in his missions and in his achievement of goals. So now the key learning from this discussion would be that working with people is inevitable in a cross cultural enterprise. So now after globalizations, we are living in a global village. MNC is operating everywhere, starting from Bangalore to Bhagalpur, Patna to, you can say, Bhubaneswar. Everywhere you can find out a multinational company or a multinational enterprise. So how do these companies survive? How do the people survive? So the true reality is that you need to develop some sort of cross cultural understanding and awareness in order to be effective in your work behavior. Becoming culturally competent is a process, not an end point. So it is a continuum, how you are growing on your cross cultural competency, A, B, C, D, E. The next reality is that everything we do exists within a cultural context. So the cultural understanding of the cultural context is very much important, because culture is nothing but a man-made environment. So why so many McDonald's are being attacked in many places of India? because the culture is not appreciated by the local people. So therefore, the McDonald's should adopt the local cultures. So that's why many times many veg stuff are coming up in a big way. So in a box, so box of veg items are being delivered in a very subsidized rate just to attract customer, that McDonald's also or KFC also engaged into all sort of business. It's not only about non-veg or chicken. So that's the tricks of the business, and that's the tricks of the talents displayed in cross-cultural competencies. You will be also able to becoming aware of our own personal cultural filters is essential to this work framework. You will get to know the moment you adapt to other cultures, you will also get to know what is the difficulties you experience in your own cultures. You will filter out those difficulties and try to bring a change. So that's why nowadays everywhere taking place transformation in Indian societies in terms of starting from marriage to workplace behavior everywhere. Earlier times love marriage was not much appreciated by Indian cultures. Now after globalizations, parents are open to this kind of understanding between boys and girls. Second thing is how to and cookbook approaches to cultural competence work to promote stereotypes. So how far you can go on following a particular type of patterns of behavior or stereotype of activity, that will not bring success in one's organizations. How far you can hold this? So how this stereotype could be reduced, or stereotyping is a natural part of what we do in our everyday activities, but can it be minimized? Can it be reduced? Can we modify our? Yes, that is possible through changing our culture, introducing a new culture. What is that? By changing the structure of our behavior, our ideas, attitude, customs, beliefs, etc. So because cultures can be learned, it is otherwise known as the patterns of learned and shared behavior and beliefs characteristics. So therefore, anything that can be learned, that can be also changed. So this is how the total culture prevailing in a particular society affects one's attitude, knowledge and behaviors. So therefore, most of the times sometimes our knowledge is more important, our culture is more important than our cognitive knowledge and skills. So the cultural considerations are there. We need to understand the ethnicity, race, country of origin, gender, age, socioeconomic status, primary language, English proficiencies, because now English has been known as a global language. So therefore, emphasis is more going on towards the English language. At the same time, we also try to when societies are engaged in conflict, violence and aggression, we need to embrace the religious teachings, religious lessons in form of spirituality. We also want to know the literacy level, so that you can educate, you can communicate in a better way. Sexual orientation also, the heart feelings in that has created very rigid barriers between gender discrepancies. Then sexual harassment at workplace. So these kind of issues are emerging out of lack of cross-cultural considerations. So this can be also minimized. But within the cross-cultural consideration framework, even employment issues has emerged in a big way in recent times. Americans are now afraid of losing their jobs because their manufacturing units are relocating in Asian countries due to cheap labors. So this is also creating problems. Geographic location, physical ability, immigration, criminal justice and political climates, everywhere we need to put some sort of cultural understanding. We know a very little about our cultural framework. Cultural iceberg is just like like a human personality. Only 1/10th part of our personality. Similarly, the same way, most of our cultural understandings are hidden into the deep sea water. We need to discover it. More we discover about the cultural restrictions, boundaries, frameworks, better will be our understanding, our attitude and behavior. So therefore, it is very important to enhance and develop cultural awareness, which will lead to development of cross-cultural competencies. So, think about two of your most important cultural identities on the diagram. Pretend that someone knew everything about you except those two important cultural identities. Now, pretend those two important cultural identities that were discussed in a negative ways. So, this kind of discussion and deliberations will bring out a better understanding and will shape your cultural understanding about the whole world. So, therefore, we often say that culture shapes a world view. If you are open to experience, you will embrace changes, you will embrace the whole world. Otherwise, if you are culturally very rigid, that will restrict you and that will limit you within a very small framework. A culturally based variables that directly affects and mediates our belief systems, assumptions or mode of problem solving or decision making and conflict resolutions. So, what not is possible through our cultural understandings, it just gives an way out. So, therefore, we often say that culture shapes the whole domain of human interactions and transactions. An individual's perception of his or her relationship with the world, for example, like nature, institutions, people and things. Most of the times, if you are engaged in avoiding peoples, clashing with each other, arguing with each other, most of these conflicts and arguments arises due to lack of understandings. So, this is very essential to understand each other's, to exchange each other's culture, to celebrate each other's culture. That will provide a better understanding, a better platform for multiculturalism or cross-cultural adaptations. So, many times creating prejudice, how we learn to discriminate. It is only our culture. Culture is the root cause of prejudice and discriminations. Prejudice and discrimination. We often say that these are two side effects of a culture. It often comes out of our education, our training and socializations, but we do not know. We hate people without any reasons, what we call prejudice. We hold negative feelings about others because of no reasons, because we have been taught to do so. So, therefore, this could be also reduced to minimum through educations and trainings. So, therefore, the cycle of conditioning, we have been conditioned to behave in a particular way, that is what we call our stereotype. A particular area of a person is habituated with taking a particular type of food. Say for example, if you travel to various parts of India, you will find from downside people are comfortable in their breakfast is dal and sambar. But when you move towards top of the hill in the north, people are comfortable with what we call paratha and a pickle. So, or dahi or what we call curd and paratha. So, this kind of food habits are very prominent in a particular culture. But the moment there is cultural assimilation, cultural accommodations, people try to exchange with each other. In the process now, what we call dal and sambar. So, this is a typical South Indian breakfast that has become an Indian dish. The whole India is practicing it. So, or if you can talk about dosa, this is a this is a dish that can be taken 3 times in a day. You can take it in as breakfast, you can take it as lunch, you can take it as dinner. So, everybody is comfortable now, everybody has realized the benefit of it and embraced it. So, this is how the cultural assimilations has done, but practicing it, I am a person from downside, I will not eat anything beyond dosa. That is what we call the cultural constraints. That is a mental programming that always talks about rigidity, no change. So, that will create stereotypes rather than bringing any change. So, therefore, the cyclic of conditioning, we are all influenced by our environment, like that prepare us for good things, that separate from groups also, that creates differences in our point of view. we point out I am good in this, you are bad in that, justify marginalized groups behavior, and a continuous cycle reinforced stereotypes. So these are some of the outcomes of cultural prejudices. Well, this is a video which is talks about a class divide, how there is class conflict or a group conflicts are there. So this video is available in YouTube or also in Google search. So you can also later try and get to know about it, how the situation is, and you can evaluate how the cycle, how the conflict is coming out of cycle of conditioning, and you can note down your reactions to those events that is happening in the videos, and then thereafter you can examine each issue, what is the reason behind it, what could be the possible solution for that. Well, so this is the way you can discuss about the behavior. What did you notice? Have you ever felt left out? How did the cycle play out? How do you see the cycle playing out in the society today? How do you break or interrupt this cycle of conditioning? So this is all about that video clips. You can you can go through that video and you can educate yourself and bring out some understanding about cross cultural interactions. So this shows that this is an article published in Psychology Today long back. We all use stereotypes all the times without knowing it. We have met the enemy of equality, and the enemy is with us. So there are many good things or bad things that are present within us. It is we who needs to examine and find out the way out, and to catch hold of the good things, to discover and invent those good things that will create a good society, that will facilitate interaction among cultures, that will reduce the barriers among groups. So breaking the cycle by becoming more mindful. So let's examine. This is called what the socio-cognitive psychologist, they talk about that. There are promising evidence in social cognitive psychology that indicates that with sufficient motivation, cognitive resources and efforts, people are able to focus on the unique qualities of individuals rather than on the group they belong to, in forming impression and having towards each others. So that's why in the process of forming group, we are trying to establish our individual supremacy, which is becoming the root cause of lot of stereotypes, prejudice, and discriminations in the process. But how can we reduce the impact of stereotypes? So let's check it. These efforts may over time reduce the strength of stereotypes, but commit to change. How far you are committed towards change? How far you are willing to bring a change in your behavior? Monitor and attempt to make better hidden attitudes before they are expressed through your behaviors. You are habituated with a particular type of behavior. Can you make a note of every mistakes or error that every day you are making, and then you put a thought over it that yes, next time I will not do it. So always maintain a diary. Maintaining a diary of your mistakes and unaccepted behavior by others will probably give you some thoughts to reduce your stereotypes. Make a conscious decision to be egalitarian, or which may lead one to widen one's circle of friends and knowledge of other groups. There are many things, sometimes some people say I am an introvert person, but in my life I have seen many introverts are becoming extrovert by their own efforts. So similarly, one day I was watching that the famous comedian show, Kapil Sharma show in Sony television. He was saying, the person who is sitting over as a judge, Mr. Navjot Singh Sindhu, there was a point of time this person was so shy, so introvert, he was even avoiding television reporters, because if he goes for giving any press release, the press people will ask so many things. So this will create problem for him, because he is a shy fellow, he will not be able to express. So that is why he was intentionally avoiding the press reporters. But look at him, how he is campaigning his politics, how he is delivering. For every show he is expressing himself in such a way as if he is very vocal, very expressive, etc., etc., and looking like a very extrovert person. So one can change by putting a lot of efforts. That is what, anything is possible, any change is possible by efforts. Then how does cultural competence relate to your work, whether it is industry, manufacturing units, or health sector, service sectors? Everywhere we need to nurture cross cultural competence. Today you are a doctor in India, tomorrow you have gone United States, you are treating people all across the globe. You should not say that I will only teach Indians or I will only serve Indians. So that should not be one's attitude. So let's see how it matters in our work cultures. So this is a very soft construct, because it is not skill based, it is not database, it is not linked to specific outcomes, it has hard to operationalize. So therefore there are difficulties in developing, but once you identify the differences that lies in colors, that lies in perceptions, that lies in also similarities, one can easily develop. So if you want to understand different people in different contexts, you need to enhance your cross cultural competencies, make a knowledge of a culture as a part of oneself, focus on one's strength and capacities, recognize the importance of a person's life in context. But cultural competency enables an agency to understand various demographics across different countries. So if you look at this figure here, you will find people from different cultures, different countries putting their hands together for achievement of common goals. So this shows that how people respond to demographic changes in the community. Today's workplace is much more diverse than 5 years before, because any MNCs, you talk about India, Japan, Korea, China. Now MNC means multicultural, MNC means multi-country, multi-nation, multi-language, multi-religions. So therefore work towards eliminating disparities in the health status of multicultural people, or improve quality of services, meet legislative or regulatory accreditation mandates, provide community focused services, enhance the workplace environment. Well, as we all discussed that what is cultural competence and why we call it as a multi-dimensional construct, because it resides at the level of individual, organizational and systems level. So therefore people needs different kinds of different levels of understanding about others' culture. So you can ask peoples and to carry out a small quiz, what do you know about other cultures, like say for example, being Americans, what do you know about Indian rituals, what are the most famous social rituals that is celebrated in India. Say for example, somebody says Holi, somebody says Diwali. So likewise these are certain things, if you know that, you can better deal with other cultures. So nowadays MNCs are functioning in a better ways in other cultures, because they are tapping into the cultural ethos of other countries. Like as an IBM organizations, being an American company, if you do not give local leave on the day of Holi or Diwali, your organization is going to suffer. So therefore even multicultural companies or nature enterprise needs to practice culture specific behavior. Thank you.